Hi students, how are you? Once again welcome back to our lecture series on polynomials. See, as in the previous case, in this class also we are going to solve some board examination questions based on the topics which we have seen earlier. Without wasting time, let us go directly to the questions. See, the first question is, if alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial p of x is equal to 6x square minus 7x plus 2, find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. It is given that alpha and beta are the zeros of this polynomial. So what will be alpha plus beta? See, 6x square minus 7x plus 2. 6x square minus 7x plus 2. What is A? A is the coefficient of x square, which is 6. And what is B? B is the coefficient of x, which is minus 7. And C is the constant term. Here it is 2. C is equal to 2. And it is given that alpha and beta are the zeros of this polynomial. So what will be alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. That is equal to minus, what is b? Minus 7. We are keeping this minus sign as it is. And b is minus 7. So minus 7 by what is a? A is equal to 6. That is minus becomes plus. So 7 by 6. Alpha plus beta is equal to 7 by 6. And what is alpha into beta? We have seen that alpha into beta is the product of the zeros. And in our last video we have seen that alpha into beta is equal to c by e. See, those who didn't watch my previous videos on polynomials, just watch it first. So alpha into beta is equal to c by e. Alpha into beta is equal to c by e. What is c? C is equal to 2 by what is a? A is equal to 6. Cancelling or dividing numerator and denominator by 2, you will get 1 by 3. 2 by 6 is, 2 by 2 is 1, 6 by 2 is 3. So 2 by 6 is 1 by 3. So alpha plus beta 7 by 6 and alpha into beta is 1 by 3. Now you are required to form the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. See, we know that alpha plus beta is 7 by 6 and alpha into beta is 1 by 3. You are required to form the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. How will you form? See, we have the expression x square minus sx plus b. If you are given the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, the quadratic polynomial will be x square minus sx plus b. What is s? S is the sum of the zeros. S is the sum of the zeros. And what is b? Product of the zeros. See, we are required to find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. So you will have to find out the values of s and p. S is the sum of the zeros and p is the product of the zeros. I am just substituting this expression. So s is sum of the zeros. S is sum of the zeros. You are required to find out the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. So s is equal to sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros is obtained by simply adding these two zeros. 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. Sum is obtained by adding 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. So sum of the zeros is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. So here alpha beta is the LCM. Alpha into beta is the LCM. Alpha into beta, and that is the denominator here. Then you will have to multiply, cross multiply. 1 into beta, beta, plus 1 into alpha, alpha. P is the product. So what is beta plus alpha? Beta plus alpha is nothing but alpha plus beta. Beta plus alpha is alpha plus beta, which is 7 by 6. 7 by 6 divided by, what is alpha into beta? Alpha into beta is 1 by 3. So how will you divide 7 by 6 by 1 by 3. 7 by 6 into 3 by 1. You have to multiply 7 by 6 with the reciprocal of 1 by 3. So this is 7 by 6 into 3 by 1. So we can cancel this 3 and 6. You will get 2. 3 2s are 6. So this is 7 into 1. 7 into 1 is 7 by 2 into 1 is 2. So 7 by 2 is the sum of the zeros. That is S equal to 7 by 2. Next you will have to find out the product P. P is the product of the zeros. The zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. You are required to form the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. So we have to consider these two are the zeros of the polynomial which is to be calculated. So S is equal to 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. And what is the product of the zeros? Product of the zeros is 1 by alpha into 1 by beta. Product is obtained by multiplying these two zeros. 1 by alpha into 1 by beta. So this is 1 by alpha. 1 into 1 is 1 by alpha into beta, alpha beta. So this is 1 by, what is alpha beta? Alpha beta is 1 by 3. See, 1 by 3 is 1 into 3 by 1. 1 by 1 by 3 is the reciprocal of 1 by 3. So 1 into reciprocal of 1 by 3 is 3 by 1. So cancelling 1 we will have 3. So S is equal to sum of the zeros 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta is 7 by 2, and P is the product of the zeros 1 by alpha into 1 by beta is 3. Now you simply substitute in this expression. The quadratic polynomial will be x square minus sx plus p. X square minus, what is S? S is the sum of the zeros which is 7 by 2 plus P is the product of the zeros which is 3. So this is the required quadratic polynomial. So here we can multiply this quadratic polynomial by any non-zero constant. So to get rid of this by 2, let us multiply this quadratic polynomial throughout by 2. So we will get 2 into x square, 2x square minus 2 into 7 by 2 plus 3 into 2. We are multiplying this quadratic polynomial throughout by 2. That is 2 into x square minus 2 into 7 by 2 plus 2 into 3. That is 3 into 2. So this is 2x square minus, we can cancel 2 here, 7 x square minus x square minus sx plus p, x square minus sx 7 by 2 x plus p. So here we have x square minus sx plus p. So x square minus s is 7 by 2 into x plus p is the product of the zeros which is 3. So this is, we are multiplying this expression throughout by 2. So 2x square minus 2 into 7 by 2x plus 3 into 2. That is 2x square minus, so here we can cancel this 2. So we will get 7x plus 3 into 2 is 6. So this is the required quadratic polynomial. Is it clear to you? See, here we are given that alpha and beta are the zeros of this polynomial, and you are required to find out the polynomial, quadratic polynomial, whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. So from this, it is given that alpha and beta are the zeros of this polynomial. So what will be alpha plus beta? Which is minus b by a. And what is alpha into beta? Which is c by a. A, b and c are respectively 6, minus 7 and 2. See, you are required to find out the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. And we know that how to form the quadratic polynomial from its zeros. The expression is x square minus sx plus p. S is sum of the zeros, p is the product of the zeros. Zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. Sum of the zeros is obtained by adding these two, 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. Alpha beta is the LCM. 1 into beta plus 1 into alpha. Beta plus alpha. That is 7 by 6 by 1 by 3. 7 by 6 into 3 by 1. Cancelling 3 and 6 you will get, here we have 2. So this this is 7 by 2. So P is the product of the zeros. Alpha into beta. 1 by alpha and 1 by beta are the zeros. Product of the zeros is 1 by alpha into 1 by beta. 1 into 1 is 1 by alpha into beta. So this is 1 by alpha into beta is 1 by 3. 1 by 1 by 3 is equal to 1 into 3 by 1. That is equal to 3. See, how will you form the quadratic polynomial? X square minus sx plus p. So x square minus, what is s? S is the sum. 7 by 2. 7 by 2 x plus what is p? P is the product, which is 3. So can multiply this equation throughout by 2 to get rid of this 2. So here we can multiply this equation throughout by any non-zero constant. Here we have by 2. To get rid of this by 2, we are multiplying this equation throughout by 2. So 2x square minus 7x plus 6 is the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. Now let us go to the second problem, which is a CBSE 2018 problem. See, if alpha and beta are the zeros of this, find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are. See, alpha and beta are the zeros of 4x square minus x minus 4. What is A? A is the coefficient of x square, which is 4. And B, what is B? B is the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x? Minus 1. And what is C? C is the constant term, which is minus 4. C is equal to minus 4. See, alpha and beta are the zeros of this. So we can find out alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Sum of the zeros, sum and product of the zeros. So what is alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is minus b by a. That is minus, what is b? B is minus 1 by what is a? A is equal to 4. Minus minus becomes plus, so this is 1 by 4. So alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 4. And what is alpha into beta? Alpha into beta is c by a. And what is c? Minus 4 divided by a is 4. Minus 4 by 4 is minus 1. So alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 4 and alpha into beta is c by a. C is minus 4 by a is 4. Minus 4 by 4 is minus 1. Now you will have to find out the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by 2 alpha and 1 by 2 beta. As in the previous problem, you will have to find out s and p, where s is the sum of the zeros and p is the product of the zeros. So what is s? S is the sum of the zeros. 1 by 2 alpha plus 1 by 2 beta. You have to form the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by 2 alpha and 1 by 2 beta. What is the sum? Sum is obtained by simply adding these two. 1 by 2 alpha plus 1 by 2 beta. So here the LCM is 2. What is the LCM here? Here we have 2 alpha, 2 beta. And what is the LCM? 2 alpha beta. 2 alpha beta is the LCM. And in the numerator, here we have 2 alpha. But the LCM is 2 alpha beta. That means you will have to multiply numerator with beta. Isn't it? So 1 into beta is beta. Plus, here the LCM is 2 beta. Alpha is not available here. Here, the denominator is 2 beta. So, here you will have to multiply the numerator by alpha. Alpha is not here. So, you will have to multiply the numerator by alpha. Here we have 2 and beta. 2 and beta are there in the denominator. So, in the numerator, we will have to multiply with alpha. So 1 into alpha is alpha. What is beta plus alpha? Beta plus alpha is nothing but alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is 1 by 4. By 2 into, what is alpha beta? Alpha beta is minus 1. Alpha beta is minus 1. So 1 by 4 divided by, so this is 1 by 4 divided by 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. 1 by 4 divided by 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. So how will you find out 1 by 4 by minus 2? It is 1 by 4 into minus 2. That is minus 1 by 8. What is A by B by C? A by BC. 1 by 4 by minus 2. That is 1 by, simply multiply these two numbers, 4 and minus 2. So this is 1 by 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. So what is 1 by minus 8? Is minus 1 by 8. So this is 1 by 4 by minus 2. It is 1 by, just multiply 4 and minus 2. 1 by 4 into minus 2. What is 4 into minus 2? Minus 8. 1 by minus 8 is nothing but minus 1 by 8. So sum of the zeros is minus 1 by 8. See, P is the product of the zeros. Product of the zeros is multiply, simply multiplying the zeros. 1 by 2 alpha into 1 by 2 beta. So this is 1 into 1, 1. By 2 into 2, 4. Alpha into beta, alpha beta. See, just multiply numerator and denominator separately. 1 into 1 is 1. 2 alpha into 2 beta. That is 2 into 2, 4 alpha beta. So this is 1 by 4 into, what is alpha beta? Alpha beta is minus 1. So 1 by 4 into minus 1. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. 1 by minus 4 is minus 1 by 4. So S is equal to 1 minus 1 by 8 and P is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4. Then how will you form the quadratic polynomial? We have the expression x square minus sx plus p. So x square minus sx plus p is the required quadratic polynomial, where s is the sum of the zeros and p is the product of the zeros. So this is x square minus, what is sum of the zeros? Minus 1 by 8. X. S is x square minus, we are keeping this minus sign as it is, and we are substituting for s. What is s? S is the sum of the zeros, minus 1 by 8 into x, plus p is the product of the zeros. What is product of the zeros? Minus 1 by 4. So this is x square minus minus becomes plus. Here the signs are same. Same signs always becomes plus and different signs becomes negative. So x square minus minus becomes plus 1 by 8x. Here the signs are different, plus and minus. So the resulting sign is negative. So plus minus becomes minus 1 by 4. Now as in the previous problem, we can multiply this polynomial by any non-zero constant. See here, in order to get rid of this 4 and 8, multiply this polynomial throughout by the LCM of 4 and 8. So what is the LCM of 4 and 8? LCM of 4 and 8 is 8. So multiplying this equation, multiplying this polynomial throughout by LCM of 4 and 8, which is 8. So let us multiply each and every term by 8. So 8 into x square, 8x square, plus 8 into 1 by 8x, minus 8 into 1 by 4. That is 8x square, plus here we can cancel 8, plus x, minus, here 8, 2 4s are 8. So minus 2. So 8x square plus x minus 2 is the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by 2 alpha and 1 by 2 beta. See, I think this problem is quite clear to you. See, if you have any doubt, just mention it in the comment box and I will reply to it. See, as I told you earlier, in each and every